Hey everyone.
Hi.
So our time on the Arvia is sadly coming to an end. So this is the late afternoon now, the day before we've got to get off the ship.
Yes.
So we're just gonna start packing up in a second and then just run through the process of what to do for disembarkation, basically.
Yeah, so once we packed, I'll just run you through the sheet that they give you. Did we get this yesterday?
Yes.
So
a couple of days before.
we get off on Sunday. Today
Yeah.
is Saturday. We got the disembarkation information on Friday.
About
so
Friday afternoon.
You do
yeah.
get it just so you can have a read through and sort any bits out. There's many different ways to get off. Like say, I'll explain everything to you where you can go for it on that last morning, yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we're just going to bring you along for our last evening tonight. It's not going to be a late one, but we've got a few things planned. If we're going to have a last meal somewhere, we're going to pick somewhere nice, see what our favourite place is maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I know I'd definitely like to catch the sunsets on this cruise ship. We've watched them more or less every night and they've been just beautiful. And I'd like to catch the last one on the ship before we get off.
If we can, we're hoping we can, because you can tell we're sailing back to the UK now. It's getting cloudy and a bit dull. So you can tell we're heading back.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed we can. But I suppose we
Yeah,
better.
not in the Mediterranean now.
No, I suppose we better start the packing. The worst part of it all. So come on.
Yeah,
let's start packing.
Yeah, you better start.
Right, okay, so I'll just quickly run you now through your disembarkation arrangements. So like we said, this was dropped off the day before, or we have to do all the packing kind of thing. So you do get, well in advance. So on the day of disembarkation, our location for disembarkation will be the casino and Brody's on deck 7, and it says our approximate time will be called from 10:05 till 10:15, but it does also say do not arrive at your location more than 10 minutes before that time. But we've been on other ships before and we've been told to get off early, but I can't see that happening on this one as it's very full. Some would say overfull, depends who you speak to on the ship. Right, and then your luggage. So in your little note it says you can leave your luggage that you want to be taken off that you collect in the terminal from 2 p.m. and it says any remaining pieces should go out before you go to bed. That is very broad to me. We did ask the cabin steward, he says by 11. So if you want to be on the safe side, maybe say by 10 o'clock. I know it's a bit early, but obviously the staff work so hard on these ships that just make it a bit easier for them, just drop it off so it's a bit less mither for them. And also leave your original tags that you would have probably printed off at home. So you should have left those on your cases when you embarked. Don't take them off. Or if you have done, or they got ripped off, just ask. It says ask your cabin steward, but I believe I did see some as well down by reception, guest services. So go down there. I think there was a load of them on the desk when we went down earlier and inquired about something. So they do offer what they call self-help. I would have called it something different. Where if you want to disembark yourself between 6:30 and 8 a.m, this is where you keep all your luggage yourself in your cabin. Don't place it outside. And then all you have to do is either contact reception in person or call them from the ship phones, the one in your cabin probably, on 7070, just to let them know for adjusting your disembarkation times. So it's just easier for them to keep an eye on everybody, what they're doing that way. As for settling your account, so it does say you will be left a copy of your statement outside your cabin the night before you get to Southampton. If you've registered a card, a credit card or a debit card before you embarked on the ship, you've got nothing to do then. It just comes off in a few days. You can still buy stuff, obviously drinks or stuff in the shops, after you've got that statement, but it does say any charges after 2 a.m. will appear as a separate entry on your credit card or your bank statement. So if you do wonder why there's 2, it's because obviously after 2 a.m, I mean, who's still up at 2 a.m. on disembarkation night anyway? But that's why you might have 2 showing. If you are paying by cash, this needs to be settled by 10 p.m. tonight, so the night before you disembark. If that's how you prefer to pay with cash, make sure it's done by 10 p.m. As for the morning, where can you eat? There are 3 locations. There's the Horizon Buffet Restaurant, that is 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. You've got the Keys, which is 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. And then you've got the Meridian and the Zenith Restaurant, that's your main dining room restaurants, that is 6:30 until 8:30 a.m. as well. You do need to be out of your cabin by 8 a.m. so they can get cleaned for the next people embarking the ship. Right, so the morning of now, you're leaving the ship, you've gone to your location. So as I said, I was with the casino and Brody's. You get led to the gangway in your little group, and then as you go down there, you reach the terminal, your luggage will be there for you, and it should be laid out in deck order. So obviously we are deck 15. We will head to the sign that says 15 on it, and then fight through everybody and find our cases that way. Right, so that's all the information there for you. I know some people like to know these things before they board. Just makes the holiday a bit smoother if you're a bit OCD and you like to know everything.
Because I think it differs from each cruise
line.
Yeah,
it does.
And if you've never cruised before, it's not a case of you just get up and off you go. There are some procedures you have to follow. So yeah, I thought it'd be useful for you to know.
Exactly. But yeah, as for tonight, we've booked a table for the 6th Street Diner. That's been one of our favourites on this ship, hasn't it?
Yeah, we were debating where to end it, but we were like, no, we have really liked the 6th Street Diner, so we'll go there.
We've loved it that much. We've been today for brunch as well. So
shh, don't tell them that. And we're also booked in the 710 Club, because that's been our favourite source of entertainment on board the ship. We loved it in there, so why not on your last night do some of the things that you've loved the most?
Yes. Now we will mention, we probably did book this 710 Club the first couple of days on the cruise, because it did book up quickly. So that's another tip. Get these things booked, especially towards the end or gala night, get them booked early.
Surprisingly, and I think we've been lucky, is that we've managed today to book in for the diner tonight for dinner, which I was very surprised about.
Maybe somebody cancelled
on
the app. So we dropped on anyway.
It's just all about depending on how many are on your cruise at the time, so I'm glad we were lucky to manage getting. So
I think we're just going to pack a few of these last little bits away and then head down to the diner and get our grub on.
Right, so we're in the 6th Street Diner now for our last meal on the cruise.
Second to last, we'll have breakfast.
Yeah, second to last, the last dinner, should I say. We're not going to review the food because we've done a full video of the 6th Street Diner anyway. Plus, it's the last dinner, so I think anything's going to taste bitter what we have anyway. This time tomorrow we're going to be back home in Stoke-on-Trent.
Yeah.
After coming from the Mediterranean.
Eating a cheese sandwich probably.
I'm only joking, eh? I'll still keep pointing out that the plates on this P&O cruise ship are from Steelite, Stoke-on-Trent, so, you know. The starters are here. I've had prawns. I've had these many times on this cruise, they're nice. Ooh. But Kev's had monkey bread for the first time.
Yeah.
We didn't have that when we came here, did we?
No, so it's just a little tear and share kind of bread.
So you've got to share it with me then?
Well, if that's the case, then I'm pinching one of these prawns. Oh right, so it's actually filled with like a cheese sauce, because I was just saying you think there'd be a little sauce to dip it in, so at least that's something different. So the mains are here. I've gone for Philly cheesesteak. Stacey had this before. We are sharing the brisket. This is very nice, by the way. And then Stacey's got turkey.
I am going to miss this diner when we go home. We've got like greasy spoons.
Yeah. and I've just said to Stacey, because hers comes with potato salad and cream corn, and mine comes with fries. Nah. You can have one. Stacey went, I'll have the fries and you can have the cream corn. So we're forcing down the pudding. This isn't on the menu, but we didn't want like this stodgy kind of stuff, so we did ask if he could get us some ice cream. He said yes, of course. So we both just had some vanilla ice cream.
I've had this chocolate cake under the table. I'm only kidding, we've just had ice cream.
Right, we are absolutely stuffed. As you can see, we are no longer in the diner. We are currently about to play a quick little competitive round of mini golf.
You're going to get a whooping.
We'll see.
It was a bit cloudy earlier on. We were like, we're going to have a bit of a rubbish last night, but as you can see, it was blinding us now. Yeah. It's really gone really sunny now, so yeah, at least that's nice for our last evening on board the ship.
So hopefully we get a nice sunset. But you ready for a whooping?
Are you?
4 holes down, 2 all on every single round. It's going to be close, this one. Hole 8 now. I hate this one. I always get it wrong.
Am I winning by 2, I think?
1 or 2.
We played so many games of this while we've been on board the ship. It's dead nice, like later on in the evening.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet.
Yeah, it's nice.
I hate this hole. Okay, so Stacey won the mini golf by 2, I think.
It's been even Stevens all cruise, and then I've just won it by that 1.
I don't know. There is these little golf nets. We did show these in the ship tour, but you have to be very quick if you want to go, because there's only 1 right-handed club.
3, 4, 5, 6,
There's
7, 8.
a lot of
There's
lefts.
14 left-handed ones, but only 1 right-handed one.
And somebody actually just hid that behind all those, so we had to go digging for it.
We found it. I could do mini golf, but I just can't swing. Is that right?
Yeah.
Swing. We need to go like a driving range one time.
Jeez.
I might try that. So it hasn't got a tee?
Yeah. There's no rubber tees in here on the little greens.
Can I put it there?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, I'm just going to have a practice swing first of all. Let me put my bag down.
No, man.
And once we smash the camera.
Let me just get out of the netting.
That's a good idea, Kev.
Yeah.
So how far up? Like that?
Yeah. I think you're a little bit too close to the ball.
Am I?
Yeah, I think you're going to end up... No, like step backwards. There we go. You're going to end up breaking a toe.
And then you do like that?
Yeah, but you hit the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was practice 1.
Okay. Yeah, that's 2.
This looks so much easier on the tally.
Yeah, because they're professionals.
Hey.
You swung it back about a foot.
I'll have 1 more go.
So she can hit him if she swings him about a foot back.
Kev's having a go now.
I used to enjoy going to the driving range, but obviously that's with a driver and not a...
Have you still got the swing of it though?
I have got a bad wrist though, so...
Oh, here we go, excuses. Ooh!
Well,
Good job I was behind here. Imagine if it had hit you back in the face.
I have my point of claiming against P&O.
It's your own fault.
We're all done with the golf now. I'm all... Hurt my wrist.
No, here we go.
Hurt my wrist. Anyway, we're just going to go down now because it's close to our time for the 7:10 club, and we always like to get there a bit early because the queue does form. So we like to get there and get a front row seat if possible.
This has just been absolutely amazing, isn't it? We'll put some clips over now of the show we're going to watch, but it's been fantastic, the whole cruise. So we have watched it a few times.
Yeah, I think we tried to catch it about, is this the 5th?
Yeah, I bet
time?
it is, yeah.
It is good though. So yeah, if you can, always try to catch that. But we better hurry because I think we've got to go down 9 floors and try getting this queue. So we'll see you down there.
Right, so we just finished in the 710 Club now. We've just come up to the buffet to grab a cup of tea because we're going to go outside soon and try and catch that lovely sunset for the last time. But yeah, that show in the 710 Club was amazing. Like we said before, we've watched it a few times now, and you know, you can't deny they're very talented. You know, some of the entertainment on here is hit and miss. With us personally, it's hit and miss because some of it isn't our taste, but that's our kind of thing, isn't it, Kev?
Yeah,
so we like watching that. That's what we prefer.
Yeah,
so
like I say, we're going to watch this sunset now.
Yeah.
Finish the night off with that. We'll, if it looks nice, we'll put it over for you now.
Yeah.
And then we will see you in the morning when we walk you through all that process.
We'll watch that. We're gonna go to bed, finish the last bit of packing, and then we'll see you guys in the morning.
Right, good morning guys. So we're showered, pretty much packed up now. Just the last little couple of odds and sods to go and try and squeeze in this case. It's very full.
I was going to say we had a good night's sleep. We have every night on this ship. Haven't had any disturbed sleep. It's been fine.
So it's not quite 8 o'clock, but I think we're going to try get out soon and try go for some breakfast. It's always going to be busy on this last day indeed. We're contemplating the Keys.
Yeah, we were gonna go the main dining room. Definitely not the buffet.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because that'll be absolutely manic up there. We were going to go the main dining room, and we've just had a look on the app. It doesn't look like it's different than other times all on the ship. It doesn't look like you have to join a queue or anything. I think you just turn up.
There was no booking either. I don't think like the night before. So.
But I think the Keys, because when we've eaten there, we've liked eating in the outside bit. And it looks well, I don't know, we've not been outside, but I'm guessing it's going to be a nice morning, hopefully, so we can eat outside.
Yeah, so...
It looked nice on the ship cam when we turned it on this morning anyway.
Yeah, so let's put these odds and sods away, get your drinkers out the fridge.
Does anyone else have a manic running around now, opening all the cupboards? You double check and look under here. So that's what we're going to be doing now.
Oh, let's check under the bed. I haven't actually checked under there.
Let's check under the bed.
So let's check under the bed and go to the Keys.
Right, so I've just checked again, and the main dining room for breakfast opened at 6:30 this morning, and we were up then, and I've been checking it all morning, and it wasn't available for joining a queue. So we were like, oh, you just must have to turn up. But I've just looked now. It's literally 7:40. I only checked 5 minutes ago. But now it's saying that you can join a queue, so it must open after an hour or so.
Is that just one of the NDRs or both of them?
Both of them.
Is that for both of them? Right,
yeah.
So that's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it's letting me join a virtual queue for both the Zenith and the Meridian, so they must have them both open.
Goodbye, small inside cabin. We don't have to put the Gone Exploring on this morning because we've gone home. Oh, the Bill was outside the cabin waiting for us. We forgot to even look last night. Oh, lift. We best get in here before it's full. That's one thing that's really annoyed me on this holiday, because the light flashes first, then it dings, and then everybody presses the door shut button on you.
It's very grey today. I was saying in the room, I'm sure it'll be fine, but no, it's not very nice today. But as we were saying, yeah, you do have to be careful with the lifts here, because some people, it stops at a floor, and they don't give you a chance to get in it. They just press the button when there's only a few of them in, and they're gone. It's like, hello. So that happened a few times, Josh.
And
so
we did have to wait.
Getting his hair off.
We did have to wait quite a while for a lift. So that's another little tip.
Yeah.
If you need the lift, come out a bit earlier.
It's felt a splash of rain.
Oh no.
Not in the Mediterranean.
It's absolutely packed in there as well.
Yeah, it is packed. But what I was about to say before we jumped in a lift was when we came out of the cabin, they'd left it. It is online on your P&O app, so you can also check on there. But they give you a paper copy of your statement, and it's just in your door. So everything seems okay with ours. But should we go fight the crowd for a bacon sarnie?
It's raining.
I know it is raining.
We're gonna have to go inside.
Oof.
Right, okay, so the rain's picked up now. So we've come inside, we're in the clubhouse, we're sitting right at the back because this is a disembarkation point. We just asked for a plate of bacon and we got some
between
baps.
us, may I add.
I said we. So we got a plate of bacon.
No, I'm just saying it's not all for one of us.
No, I know. And then we got a couple of rolls each. We're just going to make some quick bacon baps, and that's going to do us today. Because it's manic in there. The queue for the full English was about, what, 30 deep?
Yeah, it was
absolutely
nuts. Manic. But you've got to have some brown sauce.
Red sauce.
With your bacon sandwich.
Red sauce.
Brown sauce.
I would have had an egg on, but I'm not waiting 30 deep for an egg. So while we chew through this cold streaky bacon, it's very cold and tough. One thing we will say is,
it hasn't been like that on other mornings.
No, it's been fine over mornings, honestly. We will just say, maybe, because the ship is so full, there's like 5,800 people on, where does everybody sit? Because everywhere we walk through is really full, isn't it? So you could maybe look into the South Disembarkation route, which I think if we weren't maybe doing a video, we could have probably looked at, because with it raining outside as well, so nobody's sitting outside. Please say we can get off early.
Speaking from the bridge with an important safety announcement.
No. So we're going to have to wait.
Arvia
Hopefully it stops raining and everybody goes outside. I'm going to give you a little tip here, because this has been bugging me a little bit. So I've just gone and get 2 cups of tea out the quays. So it's self-service, and the amount of people I've ever seen letting it brew for about 2 seconds and then taking the tea bag straight out, or having the tea bag still in and then putting milk straight in it, is horrendous to me. This has to brew for at least 5 minutes, okay? So just bring a cup of milk. It's not hard. Just the amount of people we've heard in the lift just moaning about cups of tea. I've not had a decent cup of tea on here. Well, it's probably your own fault.
No, to be fair, that would be me. You are so fussy over your tea.
You can't
honestly
put milk in a tea. Well, the tea bag's still in.
When I'm making the tea at home, if it's not brewed for like, how long is this brewed for? You're so. I've never known anyone so fussy over the tea. Others maybe, I don't know.
You have to have a decently brewed cup of tea.
You're just fussy, I think.
Who agrees with me? Let me know in the comments. Do you have to have a proper brewed cup of tea?
Nah, put it in there, give it a quick stir,
no.
take it out.
No, you can tell our house because Stacey has to bleach the cups at least once a week, because there's always a brew ring around. Not because we don't wash them, but just because it has to brew. So this isn't our disembarkation location. I just said disembarkation location. It's too early. We've just overheard the guy who's sorting these people out. He said to him, you can get off early if you'd like. So I just walked over and I said, this isn't our location. We aren't meant to get off till about 10:15, something like that. I said, if we want to get off, could we? He says, yeah, that's absolutely fine. So I think we might get these teas drank and go for a little pre-4-hour drive pee and get off.
Yeah, we have done this on other cruise ships before, but with it being so full, we weren't expecting to be able to do it, so...
But all them times as well, they were normally telling people that you could get off early, so we thought we'd ask. Not just going to get off without asking.
We've had a great time, but I think when it comes to the disembarkation, you just want to get off, don't you?
It's the same as when, like we always say, if we go America, it's like, I just want to get home. I just wish I could clip my fingers and not have a 9-hour flight.
Even though you don't really want to be at home,
not at all.
you just want to. You hate this last day, but like, let's go drink these teas.
And just like that, we are off. Somebody's dragging a lot more luggage than the other person. I'd just like to mention this. I can see one. I can see one. Oh, there's more there. There's 2. Let's find a 3rd. And just like that, there's a 3rd. Right, okay, so we're outside now. Got the cases. I will just quickly say we are trying to get an Uber again. Try and get an Uber in XL. If you watch the embarkation video, you know we couldn't get one. I'm trying.
It's with them letting everybody, saying to everybody you can get off now before your time. It was quite busy in the baggage hall. There was a bit of a queue to get off. I'm guessing they prefer queues in the baggage hall than on the ship, so they can maybe start cleaning and stuff. I don't know, but it was a bit busy in there, but we're off now. Yeah, so let's see how long we have to wait for this stupid Uber. Hopefully it's quicker than embarkation day. So we changed it from an Uber XL to just a normal Uber. One should be here in a minute. Hopefully it'll all fit in a dark red Toyota Prius. But there is normal taxis, the white ones, which are the local ones. You can just jump straight in. Oh, hey up, almost had a crash. You can jump straight in them. There is a big line of those, so I don't know if they're going to cost more. They generally do, so it's up to you. You can have an Uber or local white taxi. So we got dropped off where we got picked up last time. This is on the West Quay Retail Park, next to the West Quay multi-storey shopping centre car park, where the car hopefully still is.
Yes,
it was when we did the 5 nights on Britannia, so I'm sure it's been okay for 2 weeks.
Another 9 nights. It was just under £9, so both Ubers cost less than think the other one was 8, so less than £17, so not too bad.
Kev did have to have a little case on his lap.
Yeah,
because there wasn't quite enough room squeezy.
But we have got 4 cases this time. Last time we had 3. So, you know, the more you bring, the tougher it is.
Drum roll, please. I can't make that sound. There you go.
Oh!
70.
I thought it would try and charge us 75. Yeah, because I didn't know if it
charge for the 15 days.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but even better.
70 quid. And how much does CPS want?
242 or £3. So this has cost us less than £90.
For 2 weeks worth of parking.
Once again, another one couple's adventure tip for you there.
Hang on a sec though, what we're doing, we're paying before we get to the car. It's not over yet.
Don't say that. Car's still here. Told you. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is, how long do we get since paying till we have to be out of the barrier before they won't let me out because I have to pay for another day because I've got to try and put all these 4 cases in this little car. And I'll have to do it on my own because there's nobody help me.
So just like that, our time on the Arvia is now over.
Yep.
We really hope you've enjoyed all of the videos. We do them to try and help you, anyone that's going on board this ship. We just try and think about what things we'd like to know before going on board, just to make your life easier. So I hope you enjoy watching them as we enjoy making them. Yeah,
like I say, no mither with this car park.
No.
We recommend it. We have had a few of you come up to us on board, say, oh, we saw your video. We've parked in the car park as well. So hopefully you've got on okay. Yeah,
I was going to say that, because especially before we came on the Arvia, I do sometimes say to Kev, like, is this all worth it? Like, shall we keep doing this? Sometimes I do have doubts. And then we met so many nice people on the Arvia that do watch the videos and say that they're helpful. And that just makes us happy, because I do have doubts sometimes of shall we carry this on? And he just like, he makes us very happy, so thank you.
We say we meet so many nice people, but there was one couple, a bit stalkerish really.
Oh, I know, proper stalkers they were, weren't they?
You know who we are, you know who we are.
Been some lovely new places on a lovely ship and met some lovely friends, and yeah, for that we're very happy.
Yes. But as always, it must come to an end, just like this video. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. Leave us a comment, you've been on Arvia. What do you think of it? Did you agree with us? Do you disagree? If you disagree, don't moan at us, just say it very nicely. While you're down there, you might as well like and subscribe as well, because why not? But let's get ready for this. Hopefully 3.5 to 4 hour drive home and not 5.5 hours like it took on the way down.
And I went to the toilet before I got off the ship, but I think I need another one.
Well,
because I've had that cup of tea. Every time I have tea, straight through.
Well, you'll have to hold it. Well, there's a water bottle down there, we'll figure it out somehow. But as always, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.